I don't really know how to break into this, but I've never met my biological father. He disappeared before I was born. He never looked me up, never he sent a birthday card, never anything, even though he knew where I was my whole life. I grew up in a small town of less than 1,000 people. It wouldn't have been hard to find me if he tried. But, I was raised until I was 10 years old by a single mother, and who was an alcoholic and not really reliable in any sense of the word. When I was, a young teenager, I was adopted by a wonderful family who gave me, the stable mom and dad that I never had. But I've always been curious about where I came from, my ethnic history, which I'm told my father and his family were Jewish, but I don't really know anything about them for certain. I don't know if I have siblings or anything like that on his side of the family. My mom was also adopted, and I don't know anything really about her biological father's side of the family. So I've always wondered, and one of the great things about modern technology and current medical technology is that now we have the ability to find these things out, to answer the questions that we've had, if we don't know really where we came from. So I ordered an Ancestry DNA kit. It came in the mail today. It comes in this nifty little box. It's actually smaller than I expected. And I decided that maybe this would be a great way to share my story of finding out where I came from, who I come from, and it's gonna be fascinating for me, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So I cracked the box open, and I'm gonna share with you guys the process of how this is done. It comes with this little pamphlet in the very front of the box here. It's got an activation code on the back of it. It's also got the activation code on the vial. And before you even start, you go to ancestrydna.com/activate and you activate your kit. I've already logged in here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and click to activate it. It asks for your birth year, my 1981. It asks your sex, and then you just consent. You consent again. And then it asks if you want to see your DNA matches and be listed as a match. I certainly do, because I'm hoping that either my biological grandparents or a biological sibling or somebody from that side of the family has also done this, because the Ancestry DNA test will link you to members, to people you're related to people you're biologically connected to, all the way up to like 4th, 5th, 6th cousins. And I'm just hoping to maybe discover some family that I've never known through this. So I definitely want to see my DNA matches and be listed as a match. So I'm going to pick yes on that. I want to see my complete ethnicity and geographic and cultural origins. Absolutely. And I'm willing to, I want to participate in research, because I don't care what they do with my DNA sample as far as any research goes. Alright, I've opted into everything. Now I'm going to do this on video for you guys. I already broke the seal on this. It's just a little plastic kit. It has a vial and a lid of stabilizing solution so that your DNA isn't damaged or doesn't break down in the process of shipping it. It's got this little vial, and they want you to spit in it up to this little squiggly line. So here's the gross part. I'm not even close. My mouth's dry. You're not supposed to drink anything or eat anything for at least 30 minutes prior to doing this too. If you're a smoker, they don't want you to smoke. I don't do that, so I don't got to worry about that part. But they say don't smoke, don't eat anything, don't drink anything. I guess they probably don't want your saliva being diluted, and if you eat, there's gonna be bits of food and nasty shit in your vial, and they don't want anything like that in there. God forbid you have a cheeseburger and you come back as part cow, right? Now they say they want the saliva up to the squiggly line, not including the bubbles. So if your bubbles go up above the line, then that's fine. The bubbles can go above the line. Is it just me? I'm totally grossed out by this whole thing. Like spitting into something, like spitting, like it's nasty to me. So I feel really gross and really uncomfortable doing this on camera. But hopefully it'll be more interesting than it is gross. Now the instructions say it's okay to overfill it by a little bit, but they don't want you to overfill it by a lot. Probably because they want there to be room for the stabilizing solution, which is this little blue liquid. I'm sure that once all that foam breaks down, I'll probably be at the line, but just to be on the safe side. That's got to be good, right? Alright, so after you get it filled up to that little line, which is mostly nasty foam for me, you take the funnel off and you put this cap of stabilizing solution on, and you screw it all the way on, and it will break the little seal inside there, and all that blue stabilizing solution will slowly trickle down into your saliva. And there it is. It's all down in there now. Now they want you to shake it for at least 5 seconds. So we're going to do that. All right. Now it's all shook up. They send this little protective bag. So it looks very much like an anti-static bag from that, you know, electronic components come in. It doesn't say anything about this little paper pad that's in it. I wonder if I'm supposed to remove that or not. Does it even say? Place a sample inside the collection bag provided in your DNA kit. Seal the bag with adhesive strip. It doesn't say anything about the little paper thing, so I'm just going to leave it in there because I would rather leave it in there and not need it than supposed to have left it in there and didn't. So it's in the bag. There's a little adhesive strip on this side. Peel that bad boy off. Carefully fold it over and seal it. Comes with a little return box with the postage paid. Put it in there. Seal it up real good, and I will drop this in the drop box at the post office tomorrow morning on my way to work, and we'll be back as soon as I get the results. Hello everybody again, and it's been 26 days and I'm still wearing the same shirt. Now I just looked at the other video and the first video from sending off my kit and realized I'm wearing the same shirt. So different hat, at least they did change that. I have washed this shirt in between then and now. more than once. So, it's been exactly 26 days, and this morning I got an email notification saying that my results are in. So, I haven't looked at them yet. This is going to be the first time that I've seen what came back, and I'm excited to jump in. So let's get right down to it. So, I'll log in here. Let's go ahead and look at the DNA story, my ethnicity. Let's see if what my family told me was true. Your DNA doesn't change, but the science we use to analyze it does. Your results may change over time as the science improves. Okay, sounds fair enough. European Jewish. Europe West, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and Great Britain. European Jewish is only 12% though. That's a lot less than my family thought that I was. Migrations, Ohio River Valley, Indiana, Illinois, and Iowa settlers. Alright, so they've got all these funky tabs where you can you can see your DNA story over time, I guess, to track your family's travel, across. Looks like in the 1900s, some of my ancestors made their way to Southern California and Northern Oregon. I live in Northern California, but I do prefer Southern California. My European Jewish heritage comes from Poland, Belarus, Ukraine, Russia, Hungary, and Israel. Which Israel didn't exist before World War II. So, the dispersal of Jews from their homeland in the Levant left communities scattered throughout Europe, North Africa, Central Asia, and the Middle East. Although some Jewish communities enjoyed relative peace and prosperity, many more were segregated from mainstream society by laws, customs, and prejudice, and faced ongoing persecution and discrimination. Jews from Northern and Eastern Europe are called Ashkenazi Jews. Expelled from Spain during the Inquisition, who settled in North Africa and Southeastern Europe, are called Sephardic. Interesting. Let's see. Western European mostly, primarily located in Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, Luxembourg, and Liechtenstein. My DNA shows that I have ancestry from Europe West and links to these specific regions. Let's see. Ireland, Scotland, Wales, 29%. I never would have thought that. Let's see. Your DNA shows that you have ancestry from Ireland, Scotland, and Wales and linked you to these specific regions. I don't look Irish. No offense to the Irish, but I'm like a foot taller than most of them. You can see the Scottish. The Scots are tall. In Great Britain, primarily located in England, Scotland, Wales, it's like 5% or less, so it's not a whole lot. So, I'm a lot less Jewish than I thought, which is actually surprising, because I thought, from my family talking, that it was going to be easily, half or more. Because I have Jewish family on both sides of maternal and paternal. My dad's family and my biological mother's family as well. But having been adopted, I didn't really have any concrete knowledge of where my biological father's family came from. See if I have any DNA matches. Holy crap! Huh. I didn't know that my little sister actually did this, apparently. Apparently, the oldest of my little sisters did this in April. The funny thing is it says possible range, close family, first cousins. She's my half-sister. We have the same mother, different fathers, obviously. Mine was long gone by the time she, my little sister was ever came around. My second or third cousin Ricky, he's on here. It's cool to see people who I've never heard of on here, because I can, I can look at them and see where they come from. This is super cool. I'm going to reach out to some of these people, and if I get if I make any kind of progress in reaching out to my biological father's side of the family at all, I'll post an update video. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thanks.